Hi everybody, welcome back. It's 2021. We're back with our first show, In Your Fields with the Unk. Thank you so much for joining us once more. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you are well and healthy. And if you have a little bit of a problem with sickness and disease, everything's going to be okay. You don't have to worry. Everything's going to be okay. But we're happy to be here on a Friday morning. Jay, how are you this morning?
Gucci, this is Jay Paris. I wanna quote a legend, TGIF. Thank God I'm favored.
Yay,
and that's
man.
Come on.
Yes.
The legend, the young. It's always an honor and a privilege, and that is the feels going into the weekend. Thank God I'm favored.
No, man, we're favored. We're favored. Well, man, we've got an exceptional guest with us. I'm so excited, Jay. I couldn't wait. This guest supposed to be here last year, but she had a lot of things that she was doing and so forth. And then she said, no, she's on for this Friday. And I'm so honored and so privileged to have the sassy, gorgeous, sexy, beautiful,
Bridget, man, Bridget.
this beautiful human being, Bianca Le Grange, the legend. Come on,
Bianca!
You're gonna make me cry.
man. B,
Thank you.
How have you been?
Firstly, I want to say thank you for having me. It is a real honor and a privilege to be here with you guys.
Yeah.
I get to see another day in this life, in this world. I'm strong, I'm healthy. So thank you for the invitation.
Good,
I really am
man.
humbled and I'm so excited, especially the topic that we're going to talk about.
Right.
How have I been? I've been good, I've been down, I've been stretched, I've been challenged. I've been blessed beyond measure. I am favored
Yes.
because
Sir.
I'm here. So when you said favored,
Yeah.
I immediately, got in tune there with you because I started getting goosebumps. Because God must favor me.
Yes.
I had corona twice last year,
Wow.
and it was scary intense. The first time when lockdown, as you guys can remember,
Yeah.
it happened so quickly, it happened so abruptly.
Yes.
And we were all like, what is happening?
yeah.
Kom die Here nou. And I was ready for Jesus to come on them clouds and to come and fetch me.
Yeah.
So I'm good. Sorry for the long
How did you get through that though? Having corona twice. Is it a
psychologically.
mindset or?
I will tell you, psychologically, it's an everyday choice.
Right.
You can choose to be out of your situation. You don't have to be stuck
Exactly.
and constantly think that there's no way out, because that is what you feed and that's what you're going to become. So one of the biggest things that got me out of that kind of mindset and those feelings, because feelings we can't most control. Ne?
Yeah.
Feelings, I can't control it.
Feelings.
Especially as a woman. You know, women are very emotionally driven. How I got over it is through prayer, through support of family, and also by helping thyself, the inner self, working on my affirmations in the morning, waking up with prayer, waking up with my I ams. I'm strong, I'm healthy, I'm a conqueror, I'm a winner. Those kinds of affirmations that you tell yourself become a part of your DNA. It becomes you. I believe that if you think it, you can be it.
Yes.
Let's go.
So, and God says that in His Word. So I'm very excited about just waking up every day. And when I wake up, the first thing I say is, thank you, God, for another day.
Beautiful.
Yo,
Beautiful.
Unc.
Family out there, this is the epitome of joy.
Exactly.
Her second name is Joy.
Yes, I'm pure joy.
She's pure joy. She can light up any room that you're in. It can be how dark and how dull. She'll light it up. But we're so happy to have you with us, B.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about the music industry.
Yes.
And what's happening during COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's changed so much.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about that. But before we do that, Bianca Le Grange is not just a singer. She's an actress.
Oh.
She's an entertainer.
She's a pastor.
She's a producer. She's a pastor.
I wish I was a pastor. I'd have a church. I'd have a church if I was a pastor. Like a huge church of an army of God. That's what I would have.
And I think it's you're just so encouraging, and you just have that vibe.
Yeah, she's an
And you
encourager.
exude greatness.
Yeah,
So
she's an encourager.
I would say I'm an encourager.
Yeah,
Definitely.
she is.
I'm a teacher as well.
Before we go on,
Yeah.
we need some warm ups. So
Okay.
this is our segment, our warm up segment. So you can join us with a warm up, guys. Bianca, the beautiful singer, she's got an exceptional voice. If you haven't heard her before, I don't know where you've been. So
My goodness. So you want a vocal warm up?
yes, vocal
Yes,
warm
sir.
up.
So one of my dreams, and I gotta say it before we start, is in South Africa you don't really find a lot of vocal coaches, and the things that we're gonna do now are exercises that anybody can do. If you're a
Right.
teacher, if you're a pastor, if you're a presenter,
Yes.
if you're a singer, if you're a backing vocalist, these exercises, and we're only gonna do 4,
Right.
are so wonderful to warm up. And the first thing we're gonna do, and
Yeah.
one of my dreams, and I'm gonna say it here now, because when you do stuff and put it out into the universe and into the world, people hold you accountable. One of the biggest dreams of my dreams is to have a vocal summit
Okay.
to teach people everything vocals,
Okay.
everything psychological, how you use your voice, because the voice, if I can just explain, your little vocal cords sits in the larynx here. So if you just hold your throat here, you'll
Hold
feel
it,
your,
Jay.
yeah, just feel that.
Oh,
That's your
I
larynx.
feel that,
That's
Jay.
your larynx. So now that's our first exercise. That's our first warm up. We are massaging the neck muscles. We're feeling the larynx. And if you just hold over here and you go, can you feel the vibration? So what happens is you have 2 vocal cords. They're small little vocal cord sheets like this next to each other that vibrate, and air passes through, and that's what creates the tone. That's what creates the tone.
Beautiful.
With lyrics and with musical, that's what makes you sing. So just to give you a little background of what that looks like. What we're going to start off with, a lip trill, which is, do you guys know horses?
Yeah.
What does a horse do?
It runs.
Besides, but what sound does it make?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Can you try it?
I'd rather not.
So that's gonna, yes, exactly that. So that's gonna be our first exercise, which is a lip roll, and we're gonna go.
All right.
So you can do it without tone. You can just do it with air. Then you can do it with tone.
B, what happens with guys that don't have lacquer lips?
So if you don't have lacquer lips, you're gonna take these 2 fingers. You're gonna place them here, and then you're gonna go.
Okay,
But
good.
the nice thing about that exercise is it loosens up the muscles. You saw?
Right,
Now we go to a tongue trill,
right.
which is a
The first time I could do it was like in grade 2 or 3.
En dan ouens wat brei.
I don't know how we're gonna get the ouens wat brei. Ons kan hulle nie help met die shake. So the tongue is very important. And
Okay.
the reason why the tongue is important is because the tongue is what we use to talk.
Right.
It what gives us the words, yeah? The tongue and the mouth. So we're just gonna do a little and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Now I want you to push it hard when you do that for 6, né? We're gonna go. I just want you to feel what it does to your vocal cords.
Yes.
Try it. What is it doing?
There's a bit of
It's
a...
like a strain.
Yes, a bit of a
So,
strain.
when you feel the strain, stop.
Okay.
Start again. There mustn't be strain. These exercises do not want strain on the vocals. They're only there to warm it up.
Okay.
So the next one we're going to do is a dog. We call it the dog.
Yeah.
It is a breathing exercise,
Okay.
which actually we should have started with the breathing, but anyway, let's take a deep breath in. Hold it and release it on a take another one in. So you're taking it in now. I want you to notice what happens to your shoulders and release it on its. Now I want you to breathe in without lifting the shoulders. Push the tummy out. So you're going to go.
Some people's stomach is already out.
And release it on its. Some people's stomachs are already out. Hou op eet. Hou vreet. So that's a breathing exercise. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stick our tongue out like this.
Ah. Ah.
And then go. That's called the dog.
What does that do?
What that does is it warms up the diaphragm.
Okay.
And the diaphragm is what we use with breath support to give us all that air to bring a note like ah.
Wow.
Or bring a note like ah. Or bring a note like ah. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't think
so
the
it's
average
control.
person will be able to do that.
But
we
it's
move.
fine.
We move.
What we're gonna do now is for presenters like yourself.
Right.
We're just gonna
Last
go.
one.
We're just gonna let's come up with one. There is a TV. There is a mic. There is a people and a table. TV, mic, people, table.
Table.
TV, mic, people, table. TV, mic,
mic,
people,
people,
table.
table.
TV, mic, people, table. So now, so you start off.
TV mic, people table. TV mic, people
Go
table.
faster.
TV mic,
He's a
people
rapper.
table.
That's
TV
unfair.
mic, people table.
Great
TV
for
mic,
rappers.
people.
Yeah,
So
great for
you get
rappers.
different ones. You get the alliteration ones,
Okay.
where you use the same kinds of sounds, big ball, bat, those kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Red lorry, yellow lorry, those kinds of ones. There's different ones on. We live in the age most of knowledge.
Yes.
It's all there. It's access. You can just go to the Google and you
And
can
you
find it.
on Google.
But what's nice is those kinds of exercises for you as a rapper. You're gonna focus on your breathing, and you're gonna focus on the mouth, the tongue, and then obviously the alliterations, so that you can get those words out that you need to
Yeah.
spit as a rapper.
Yes, sir.
And for yourself, do one for us. Just one. What
What?
is it?
One what?
TV, mic, people, table.
Table. TV, mic, people, table. TV, mic, people, table. TV, mic, people, table. TV, mic, people, table. TV, mic, people,
Do
table.
it slow.
TV, mic, people, table.
Eat the words.
TV, mic, people, table.
What are you feeling in your body? When you said it slower,
Yes.
you spoke clearer.
Yes.
So your mouth opened. So those are kinds of warm-ups that one can do. I know it wasn't a...
Beautiful. Come on, peeps. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
We're going to move over to a game. Myself and B are partners. And then we have Jay and our special guest today, Mr. Jesse Hendricks.
Team
He's our
JJ.
special guest. So it's Team JJ against Team BL.
Yay!
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So the first game we about to play is Charade on My Parade.
Charade on My Parade.
Is
Okay.
that from the song?
Yeah, here we go. Charade on My Parade.
Let's get it.
So how does this work? We partners, you guys are partners. We're gonna have to act out the song, right? So, for instance, myself and Bianca, I'm gonna have headphones on. I won't be able to hear what they're talking about. Leandro will write, our producer will write the name of the song there, and then I have to act it out, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
have
Oh,
to
no.
act it out, so that you
Bianca
can
has to
know,
act
yeah.
out. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So
Firstly, turn around for me, please.
okay. So I have to turn around,
Oh, please make it easy.
and I have to use this
Yes, please put that on.
and play some
Take
music.
some guys, please. Just take a seat for me.
I'm seated.
So, Bianca gets to
Oh, I'm standing.
stand.
All right.
Because she's going to be explaining.
Awesome.
Yes, this
Okay, so I must play the music, right?
Okay. Right. Listen, thank you. Okay. First song. Okay. Let me just put the timer on quickly.
How many seconds do we got?
You have 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Okay, so look.
Got it.
So can you like sing it softly?
Is it the full name?
No,
It's
you
just
don't-
acting it out.
Yes,
Okay.
it's the full name. It's the full name, right?
How do you act out
Okay,
that, bro?
so just tap in there.
No words, just acting.
No words, just acting.
Sure.
Okay, would you show them? Okay. No, you must keep playing.
Oh, must I keep playing?
Yes.
Sorry.
I saw it.
Am I ready?
Yes. Okay.
He's a
3,
pastor.
2, 1, go.
2 words. First one. Lights. Lights. Sun. Sky.
10 seconds.
Sky. Starlights. Time.
Time!
What was it?
Twinkle.
Yes.
So you must think song.
So
Must
you need
sing
to get
songs.
the
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Can you guys just sing that song for us, please? Just a quick harmony there. Let's go.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I
Let's go, Jess.
wonder what you are.
Hey.
Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
And I wondered what you were, but I couldn't get you.
But did you see me go through the roof, dude? Through the roof.
Say thanks.
I got a.
Other day, other one, not the
Other day.
sun, the other one.
Okay.
Okay, so I
turn
can see,
around.
right?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see.
Okay.
Cho, 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 cho.
Okay.
Okay,
Just tap in there.
okay, but
Dab him,
I just
dab him,
want to know now
dab
if I
him.
act this out, can I get on here to show him the actual thing? So how must I do it?
Right.
I want to act it out. Okay.
Is that thing?
You can get-
done?
Yeah.
It's done, yes.
Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2,
I gotta keep
1,
this on.
go.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. That's a sheep. That's Shaun the sheep.
No,
Shaun the sheep.
no.
What the heck, bro?
What's the song? It's a song. Damn.
So it's a sheep on a wall drinking milk.
Sorry, time's up.
Change songs. We're talking about songs. Shaun the Sheep is a cartoon.
No, there's actually a song though. The
You-
theme song.
I'm a black sheep.
So it's 0, 0.
Oh my goodness, he gets so passionate. I love that.
Okay, we've got 2 more rounds, right?
Great, it's my
So
turn.
B.
Get it here.
So B, you have to listen to this.
Yes, sure. I'll listen to this one.
Okay. Right.
Oh goodness, I can see the
You
board.
can see it. Okay.
I shouldn't have said that. I should have
Just
cheated.
close your eyes. Okay. Right. Lester, you ready?
Yeah.
Let me just reset this. Okay. Okay. Are you ready?
We better get God's plan soon.
Okay. Right. Just let her know there. She's in it.
3 words.
Okay.
3 words. This is very loud. Baby. Baby, first word. Baby's first word. Second word. Baby. Third word. Baby, baby, baby. That's the song.
Yeah.
That's the song, baby,
Yes,
baby,
yes,
baby. Yes.
No, hold up. Hold up.
I must sing it.
Hold up.
Doesn't know it.
Baby.
It's a pop song.
Nah, he spoke and he spoke.
What?
Justin Bieber, baby.
It's like baby.
What, you was supposed to sing the song?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Baby, baby, baby. Oh.
Baby.
There we go.
Yeah.
Guys, those earphones are so loud you can't even think. Like you're like,
Okay. Jess, would you like to put those headphones on? Jay?
that was a good one though. That was a good one. I should have got that one. But I was so into that music. What music is that?
Pieces of a Dream.
Oh,
That's
yes.
Pieces of a Dream playing,
Pieces
guys.
of a dream.
I can hear still.
Clever. Okay.
Okay.
Yo, G. Okay, hold up. Are we good?
Yeah, we good.
Alright.
Right.
Get on the mic, bro.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Rain. Huh? Umbrella. Under my umbrella. Ella.
Let's go.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Last round.
Oh my goodness, we have to tie it. Okay. I'm nervous. Let me act it.
You wanna act
Let me
it?
act it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's go.
Remember, you must sing the song, okay?
Okay, cool.
Goodness, okay.
Right.
My nerves is clear.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yo, how do you act Grace?
Yo, a coffin.
Are you ready?
Yo, okay.
The guy sounds
Yes,
gay.
see. This one is tough, dude. Okay. Let's go.
First word. Surprise.
He's saying the words though.
Am I? Oh, okay, let me know.
You're not supposed to say.
Excited.
No.
Pop song.
Yo, excited.
No.
Time.
Oh, Christian song.
Time.
I didn't know how to check this. Amazing Grace.
Amazing
How
Grace.
do you act? I'm going. And she's saying the words.
Wow, that's difficult to act.
No, that is
Yes.
difficult. Even I, as an actress,
Okay, cool.
wouldn't have got that one.
Am I acting that song, bro?
Don't worry, Jess. I can lose this one. We still win.
Oh.
Arrogance.
Woo!
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. What is that?
Oh, fantastic. Yay! Praise the Lord, everybody.
Yo.
Are you ready? Ready?
I think
Yo.
that you need an hour to
Okay.
explain.
Are you ready?
So you're not gonna get
Bro, ready by the unc's reaction, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Put on your earphones.
What the heck is that, bro? Money in the bank.
Nah.
Drake and
Nah, yo.
Go to the next word.
What was it even?
come on, bro.
I know, I'm sure it doesn't.
Yo, I don't know the song at all. We win. Don't strip. Don't stress. We win. We win. Don't strip. We win.
Softly and gently just
Yeah.
calling.
Hi, bro. What's
Focus
that?
on that round.
And isn't it softly and tender?
Give it up to
Explain this, bro.
Nah. She gave us two easy ones. She gave us two easy ones, and then she gave us two difficult ones. Yeah.
Okay, but it's cool. Be thanks for that, man.
Look, I'm not a bad loser.
Yeah.
Nah.
says Donald
Yo,
Trump.
Unc, I'm gaining points on you. I've
You
been
gaining
winning.
points. That was your
Oh,
first
my
win, Jay.
goodness.
Second.
That was your first
Second,
Les,
actually.
we're gonna have to practice. You're gonna have
We're
to
gonna have
come
to-
and do a practice.
Yes,
I'm
we're
gaining
gonna have-
points.
We're
Definitely.
gonna have to do that. So, everyone, we're still with Bianca Le Grange,
Should I move
Um,
over? Can you see
the
me?
artist, the actress, and we're gonna have a bit of a chat with her, and she's gonna take us through the entertainment industry. You know, the entertainment industry has taken such a big knock with COVID from last year, maybe February, March, up until now. Companies have been closing. Artists don't know what to do. How has this thing affected the entertainment industry? B?
When you asked me to talk about this topic, I was very keen to talk about everything in a general sense.
Yes.
And not really touch on my own personal experience. But driving here, I was feeling very convicted by God. I arrived and I said, you asked me how am I doing, and I said I'm very emotional today.
Yeah.
And I'm emotional for many, many reasons. And one of the reasons is that never again will things be the same, ever, ever again. How the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the music industry. We'll start with the music industry. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love this treatment here, man.
Thanks, broski.
Professional people happening here.
Let's go, let's go.
One of the first things that COVID-19 affected was live performance.
Right.
I will tell you from my experience, I get 80% of my income as a freelance musician, artist, singer, actress. 80% of my income comes from live performance.
Sure.
Yeah.
In February last year, when there was just talks,
About
it
this.
wasn't even the lockdown yet. The end of February that year, that first week in March, I had lost over 10 gigs that would have taken me until July of
Wow.
2020. So my income was gone. My livelihood was gone. I'm a social person. I've been in the industry for 19 years this year. At that point, I was in the industry for 18 years, and what I didn't realize was that I had a very blessed career.
Yeah.
I was always traveling at least once a week. I was traveling to another place in our beautiful country, shooting, whether it was presenting on a TV show or acting in a theater show in Cape Town with David Kramer or the Fugard Theater, or I was doing corporate events, or I was doing shows in Sun City as an extrav singer. So my life was very full and very rich and very busy. And yes, you lose money, but I didn't know how it impacted me physically, psychologically, spiritually. Physically, I was always sick because I was always traveling and I was always meeting people. So a lot of my career, I can name the times when I've been on stage and you were sick as a dog. So during COVID, I realized how I wasn't taking care of myself in my body, in terms of taking the vitamins
Reflection.
and that kinds of things. Definitely reflection. What it did to me socially, I'm a social being. I'm an outdoors
Yes.
person. I need to get out.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of an ADD kind of character as well. So the energy that I have is a lot, and I need to get rid of it during the
Yeah.
day so that I can sleep at night. I was suffering from insomnia during the lockdown. I was suffering from like real withdrawal symptoms, and then you get questioned: what are you doing? Are you serving? Or are you entertaining? And that was one of the biggest
Yeah.
questions I had to ask him in my career, being a vocalist. In the beginning of my career, it was Idols. It was the first of its kind. Yes, I couldn't even walk in Shoprite and Extension 5 in Eldos because the people were starstruck. They saw you on TV. It was the first
Yes.
time they saw a 19-year-old colored girl from Aldos on TV. It was the biggest thing ever. So my life got turned upside down. For 5 years, it was in and out of shows. My first show, international show that I did was the Usher concert. So I opened for Usher in 2003. I was a churki. I was 20 years old. I didn't have material. I didn't have songs. I used the Rockets band from Cape Town.
Right.
They drove down to come and rehearse with me. And we did a full tour with Usher. In South Africa, we did Joburg, Durban, and Cape Town. And when we got to, it was the other way around. But when we got to Joburg, I had known already what he does in his show. He takes a girl from the audience, brings her up, and he dances for her, and then he, serenades her and whisks her off her feet.
How did it happen so quick for you though? 20 years old, opening for Usher Raymond.
Idols.
Idols,
I did the very first Idols, 2003. It was the first kind. It was the first competition of its kind. The ones we saw before were Shell Road to Fame.
Yes,
for
that
those
was
older people.
the Shell Road to Fame. Yeah.
Shell Road to Fame was a show that we did that everybody wanted to enter, because that was during apartheid years.
Yeah.
When you were a certain color, you couldn't enter competitions. You couldn't do certain things. So that was the first of its kind, and the only other competition like it was Idols. And anybody could have entered.
Yeah.
And I entered, and it was the biggest thing ever. I think that first year they had over 4 million votes, which was incredible.
Wow.
I became fourth, also because of a lot of political things.
Yes.
It was all over the newspapers, so there's proof of all of that. And my manager at the time was Mr. Mike Fuller, who owned Famous Concerts. Famous Concerts was the baby or the rival company of Big Concerts. Big Concerts was the organization that brought all the big shows.
Yes.
The Whitney Houstons, the Michael Jacksons of this world, the Tina Turners, all of them, Bruce Springsteen, they all came through Big Concerts. So Famous Concerts was a smaller company, and they were bringing in Usher, and the man that brought Usher was my manager, and he was like, would you like to open up for Usher? I was like, would I like to open up for me? Are you asking me? Are you crazy? I can open up for Usher. It's Usher. And then what Usher did was he called me up on stage and French kissed me in front of 25,000 people.
My word.
With my parents in the audience, stripped down to his boxers and took the chain that they wear was what the emblem.
Yeah.
Takes it off and he puts it over my neck. And all I kept thinking, I wasn't worried about my mom. I was dating Loiso Bala at the time. I wasn't worried about Loiso. I was worried about the top that I was wearing. The top that I was wearing was a top that was just held by one string at my back.
Oh,
it was
my
a
word.
polo neck. And all I kept thinking was, Usher, don't pull the string. Hy soen vir my daar die mense, ek sien hulle daar voor. How the girls from elders are going, ons ken wel, bly jy, ons gaan vir jou kry. And threatening me from the golden circle. And I didn't even worry about those girls. I was like, moet nie my string trek nie. Because if you pull the string, dan gaan almal my titie sien. So that's my Usher story. I did get to see him years later in America, in New York. I was in New York doing a travel there, and happened to standing in line. Who stands in lines in South Africa? Not Bianca Le Grange, especially not if you're going into a club or a theater or anything like that. And I wanted to see what was the nightlife in New York. Called up David Carl. In South Africa, was a comedian.
Yes.
I said, David, do you remember those comedians from New York? They said I can call them anytime when I'm in New York and I can call up. I called those dudes. They took me to a club, ons staan in 'n lyn. Ek dink, is it? Kanti, a big limo like this pulls up onto the same club that we were trying to get in. And who steps out?
Usher.
Usher steps out.
Hi, man.
With Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson. And they walk out, and they're walking into this club. And
what did you do, B?
He turns around. No, I did nothing. I was like, oh, wow, there's Usher going. I once opened for him.
And kissed him.
Nobody's going to believe me. You know, who's going to believe the South African girl here in New York?
Yeah.
Anyway, he turned around, saw me in the line, in the crowd.
You joking.
Walked up to me and said, you from South Africa? What's your name again? I said, Bianca. He says, yes. He says, come. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm here
Wow.
with some
Come on
comedians
now, come
from
on
the
now.
United States. And these comedians came with me and we walked in with Jermaine Dupri, Janet Jackson, and Usher. And there we were like the entourage walking, sitting in the VIP. To cut a long story short, you go through experience like this, and God awards you to go through these incredible journeys, and He blesses you. I love that whole experience.
Right.
What we do when we look at celebrities and stars and singers and entertainers, we admire their lives, but we don't know what they actually go through. And this brings me back, and I'll just bring it back to the COVID story. Musicians are going through the most right now. And when I say 80% of the industry is never going to recover.
Well, you know what? When you told me that offset, B, I was like, 80% of the industry is not going to recover, not coming back. I was saying, how do you explain that?
So, like I said, a lot of our income as artists is live.
Live, yeah.
We have tried to go online and do the live performances.
Yes.
People don't want to buy into that. We've done quite a few shows last year, and you get about 50, 80 tickets sold, as opposed to when you're doing an arena of 1,500 and a ticket at maybe 100 Rand or 120 Rand. That gets split between the producer, the people who give you money, the cast, the crew, the
musicians,
mission.
yeah.
So to give you a basic understanding of what a very busy musician can earn in South Africa, they can earn a very good income. A very good income. If you're doing 3 to 4 gigs in a week, up to, let's say, 20 gigs in a month, you can make a good salary,
Right.
45 up to
Right.
60,000 Rand a month. The reason why you make that is also during season. There comes a time when winter comes and it's a dry
Yes.
season.
Yes.
So you as a musician have to think ahead, and you have to plan, and you have to save. You want to have a family. You want to have a wife who wants to buy Louis Vuittons and al daai goede. So you plan ahead. And a lot of seasonal time, we can make a lot of money, but that carries us through the empty months
Okay.
or the not so busy months. What COVID-19 had done is a lot of people just came out of season, so they had money. But then Christmas came, New Year's came, school came, back to
Yes.
school,
Yeah.
back to work. I don't know if you remember, just before 2020, I don't know if you felt it amongst yourselves, but I definitely felt that everything became so superficial, that it was all about just having to entertain and be the best and be the most plastic. Everything,
Yeah.
when Instagram just started blowing up and you had to be there, and if you didn't post and if you didn't wake up and see what
Then
Les
you know
was
it.
doing,
Yes.
then you weren't there.
Yes.
If you weren't posting, you weren't there. And what it had done, it had stopped everything. And what it had done for me as a musician and for a lot of musos who I know, they had to stop and go, Bianca can't take care of things anymore. She has to worry about herself. I can't call her to make an invoice for me. They had to realize that the business aspects of being a muso, they had to face. A lot of people don't have profiles. You need a biography. You need a CV.
Oh.
Every day-to-day person has a CV. If you
Yes.
want a job, you make a CV, you go, you wait for an interview, and you go do it. Musicians are luxury. You see the sax player playing with hot sticks Mabuze, and you're like, yeah, that guy's good. I'm booking him for my wedding. You know? There's no CV. It's based on your last performance.
I hear you.
So everything was based on performance. And the last performance and the live aspects of things. So 80% of that is lost forever. Forever and ever.
So tell me, from the business aspect, because you've got your own production company now. You've started with your handsome husband, David.
Isn't he? Happy birthday, love. Happy birthday, my
Oh, it's
gorgeous
his birthday.
husband. David Johnson is an actor. He's
Yeah.
on Getrouwd met Rugby on CakeNet.
Yes.
And we started a business together. Now I'm going to give it to you straight. When lockdown happened, I got into my pajamas and I watched everything on Netflix. For 3 weeks, that's all I did. Ek het die gebatti, ek het die tande geborseli, ek het die hare gekammy. My hair was blonde last year, short and blonde, peroxide. I didn't comb the hair, I didn't dye the hair. What I was grateful for was not having to get into a frock and a lash and a nail and a lip. I was very grateful for that. But I didn't realize that God wanted me to be still. And I even asked the Lord, I was like, did you make this pandemic happen? Listen to this now, important self. Did you now make this pandemic happen because I really needed to rest? You know?
Yeah.
But I think the world needed to rest.
Yeah.
We were shooting a travel show, my husband and I. It was on SABC3 in December. We traveled the whole of South Africa.
Yes. Tell me
Yes.
about that show. That show plays on
It plays on SABC3.
SABC3. What's it called?
It's called Destination Vacation. We went
Destination
to all
Vacation.
the Artica resorts.
How are you all traveling during lockdown?
So this was in
What
2019.
special grace?
No, it was 2019.
2019.
We shot it. So this is what people don't know. A lot of stuff that you see, from soaps to movies to
You shot a
travel
long time
shows,
ago.
You shoot way in advance. And it goes into an edit, as you know. When you do a music video, you shoot the music video, then it goes into an edit. That editor sits, he puts the pictures together, they put the sound together, they make it pretty, they grade it, they do all sorts of things to it until the final product is ready. That's when they push it out. So we shot it in 2019 in June of that year. So in the heart of winter, we shot it. And we traveled throughout South Africa. But one of the things, I mean, we had great experience. I swam with sharks. I got out of the cage in the middle of the ocean. And I said to that shark that came to bump me with its tail,
Yeah, man.
yes, I said, ek is van Eldos. Ek sal vir jou dingo, my bro.
Murder. What's
Ek
the
sal vir
word
jou
you want to
dingo.
actually use?
Ek sal vir jou dingo.
Ek sal vir jou-
Okay. Nee, ek gaan nie daai woord gebruik nie. So-
Jay, no, man.
My
You
bad,
know,
my
Jay.
bad.
Xavier Dingo. That's going to be my word. And I promise you, in the water, that Joe's music started playing. I don't know where, but it was loud, and it was like trumpets over the seas, and I could hear Dana. Dana, 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 and immediately
Where was this?
I got banged to get back into the cage. It was in Durban, in the Owl Shoal.
Okay.
Yeah, Owl Shoal. And we
Interesting places.
very interesting. We did hot air ballooning in the Drakensberg. We did abseiling in Limpopo, in the Magubas Kloof Valley.
Right.
All those kinds of things. And it was such an awesome experience. It was very hard. It's baie harde week. In the morning you wake up at 4 o'clock, you must learn the script in English and Afrikaans. So we shot in both languages.
Wow.
So if you abseil down, you abseil in English. Woo! Yay, it was amazing! Dan moet jy op weer klim, hike all the way up and do it again. Woo! Yay! Dit was amazing! But that is how we did it, and I really got to see our country, and what I realized was we've been damaging our earth so badly. Our rivers, our oceans, our reserves. It was
Not looking after it.
bad. We did river rafting in the Olifants River, and I thought it was like Christmas decorations. It was plastic.
Wow.
The things that you get on the top of a coffee takeaway
Yes.
cup, those things, toothbrushes, plastic everywhere. Durban's coast was filled with litter. Then I realized we're doing something to our world. And during lockdown, they announced it during lockdown. China, for the first time in I don't know how many years, didn't have a pollution problem.
Yes. Yes.
The reserves, our reserves, that people from overseas come and do, the safaring. The lions were chilling there in the road, blomming, genieten hulle lewens. The animals came out.
Yes.
So I think the world needed a reset. And I'm reading what you wrote there, Dawn of a New Era. In 2017, God gave me a... praat ek te veel? You want me to ask questions?
it's
Ask questions. In 2017, God gave me a vision, and I had this recurring dream. I'm in a tunnel, maar ek sien die lig is daar ver, man. So I dubbed the dream the light at the end of the tunnel. And sometimes in the dream I'm a train, sometimes I'm a gogo there, but I'm in this darkness. And I started journaling, and I read my journals last year, and I took one of the journals out of 2017, and I wrote there 2, 0, and I made the zeros in tunnels, and I made 2, and I made 0, and another tunnel. And I got the biggest shock of my life, and I was like, Lord, you are speaking to me. Jake, you spoke to me in 2017, and I didn't even know. Because now I'm looking at this journal,
Yeah,
and
you're looking at 2020.
you were telling me in 2020,
Facts.
you are going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I have to take that forward, because the dawn of a new era is at the end of that light.
Yes.
It's at the beginning of that light, at the end of this tunnel. And I want to encourage musicians, actors, dancers. Guys, dancers haven't seen a stage. They're doing TikTok videos.
Wow.
That is why TikTok has just exploded all over the world. Musicians, dancers, singers, actors, cameramen, sound people. We are a whole community
We are.
that is not being worried about, looked at. I saw an article last week about
Yes, tell me about that article that of our Minister of Arts and Culture.
our Minister in Arts and Culture. I don't even want to say his name, the way I'm so ticked off. He's been our Minister of Arts and Culture for 7 years and has done nothing, in my opinion. He wrote a tweet the other day and said, alles is pikfyn. Everything is
Everything's
fine in
hunky-dory.
the theatre community. They are making their shows. And it just shows you how much he knows about what's going on. We were asked to go and do the relief fund. When we got those papers of relief fund, we had to prove that we had lost work. Now, if you know how the freelancing entertainment industry works, you call me and say,
Yes.
hey, I want you for a gig. Are you available? And I
Yeah.
go, let me check my calendar. Yeah, I'm available. Okay, I'll just put it in my calendar.
Yes.
Thanks. How much you want to be paid? $2,000. Okay, cool. See you on the day. Sharp.
Yes.
How do I prove
Yes.
that
Yeah.
I got a gig?
Yes.
And that's how a lot of our musicians work. Actors, dancers, cameramen, sound men. That is how we work.
That's
our
how we work.
industry doesn't work.
True.
Until you get there, you get a contract, you sign your contract, you get your money, and klar.
Yes.
So the fact that our minister doesn't even know that, and can,
And being in the position for so long, I mean,
Yeah.
you
So-
should think about that.
so a very small drop in the ocean of the community and entertainment industry got a relief fund. I would say maybe 80% of them didn't. This brings me to Vicky Sampson's organization that she started, TUMSA.
Yes.
And I started going on, and I started signing up for TUMSA. So if you have questions, if you want to find out about relief funds, all those kinds of things, go on to TUMSA. You can type it into any Google.
Is it a website?
It's a website.
All right.
You can type it into Facebook. It will come up there. They give you all the ins and outs about, and they're fighting for us. It's probably going to take many, many years, but there is a hashtag at the moment.
Okay.
I must now get it. But basically, the entertainment industry is... I don't even know if I want to say these words, but I want to say that we are in trouble like every other industry.
Yeah.
But I believe that God has a plan for everything, and I didn't come into entertainment to entertain. What many people don't know, I was a missionary for 2 years after high school. I traveled South Africa, Namibia, and Botswana with Charade, the organization. Do you remember? We came to one of the churches that you used to attend, and they were a group that spread the gospel through the arts.
Yeah.
Those organizations don't exist anymore. I think they must bring those kinds of things back for young people to do gap years and to go and serve. If you know how to serve, if you know how to be humble, if you know how to give, then
So
you'll receive.
we're not entertainers. We servants.
That's what I
Yes,
believe.
yes,
I am a
yes.
servant. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a star. I'm a servant. I use every
You use your
aspect of my
talent?
talents.
To serve. That's Bianca Le Grange. She's got so much to say.
I do. I'm so sorry.
And B, you know what? No,
Yeah.
you don't have to be sorry. You must put it in a book. We need those books. You know what I'm saying? Try and see what you can do. I mean, we
Thank
are
you.
in
I've
lockdown.
been looking at Darren August. I'm working
Yes.
with a gentleman at the moment. His name is Martin DeVee.
Mm-hmm.
Martin DeVee is a 4-time natural bodybuilding champion. He's 56 and he
Wow.
is an incredible human being. I didn't even know he's from Klipspruit.
Ah.
He had done 11 international films in the 80s.
Wow.
And I was like, how come I don't know you, Wumpy? I knew
Yeah,
Wumpy.
sure.
Kumiso. I'm working with Mr. DeVee at the moment. He's transforming my body, which brings me to this point. We need to get healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to get our bodies healthy. Gone are those
Let's
days.
go.
Yella mana
Let's go.
machela bupa. Gone
True.
are those days.
True.
Stay away from sugar. Less salt intake.
Jay,
More veggies.
you have to.
More
Yes,
veggies. More
definitely.
veggies. More raw.
More veggies.
Try to stay away from red meat.
That's
I've been
difficult,
doing
eh?
Daniel fast, and we'll be ending our Daniel fast on the 24th.
Wow. We
Tom-
we,
on
we did a
Saturday.
Daniel fast this week.
Yes.
Okay, Daniel, and then we went over to Esther's fast. But it's good. Like you said,
What is the Esther fast? Damn me, I don't know.
that's dry.
For how long?
However many
However long.
days you want.
It's like the Muslims.
It's actually
Now really.
3
Was
days. 3 days.
Oh, it's the Beyonce. But it's the Esther.
Definitely.
Okay.
I want to find out. You came up in an era where there was no cell phones. Do you think it was more difficult to make it back then than what it is in today's life with the phones, with
Absolutely.
the IG, with TikTok, with
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you know what? On that question, Jay, we were talking offset. We were talking about how the big companies used to manipulate. You know what I'm saying? And now
Thank you.
the tide has changed.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Yes.
You see, I love you so much. So, the playing field has leveled out.
It has leveled out.
We
That's
are
right.
all starting at the same line. I don't know, a couple of years ago, didn't
Yeah.
you see that wonderful cartoon that was made where all the white people had already gone forward with the banner and all the black and colored people were having to jump over thorns and having to still deal with rocks. And I don't know, it was a cartoon like that.
Yeah.
Not that it's a white or a racist thing,
Yeah.
but in terms of when I say things have been leveled out, social media, internet, the new dawn has brought everything at our disposal.
Yes.
If you are a singer, you have no excuse
Yes.
not to get your material
True.
out there.
True.
We didn't have that.
Yeah.
We didn't have, follow me, like me.
Yeah.
We didn't have any of it. Whether you are auntie at home, a housewife with 4 kids or whatever, whether you are a student still studying to get your degree, whether you are a dad or, still having to, make ends meet, you can still be a brand in
Yeah.
today's world.
Yes.
Okay.
You have access to everything. The playing field has leveled out. Big companies are losing it. Why? Because the smaller guys can make it cheaper, quicker, more efficient, and even better. Why? Because the younger kid, the you sitting behind that camera,
Yeah.
is so
Yeah.
clued up. All you have to do is go, how do I use this Panasonic?
Yes.
Google.
Okay.
That's how you use it. Put it on, figure it out. So
Exactly.
you have no excuse not to get your music out, your poetry,
Yes.
your works, whatever it is, your raps. You have the platform.
Your music, I mean.
You can
You
go
can
on
distribute-
Instagram now. Sorry,
You-
you can go on
yeah.
Instagram now and say, hey, Dr. Dre, I am Bianca, I'm a rapper. Listen to my stuff. How do you know he's not going to listen to that stuff?
Yes.
How much has Black Coffee, Trevor Noah, a lot of the artists, Charlize Theron, have opened doors for us. Their fame has put a light on onto South Africa. And people are realizing the stories of America are so the same. They want new stories. The world wants new stories.
Yes.
Tell your
And
truth.
we can do that.
Tell your stories.
And the nice thing, the world is looking at Africa
Yes.
Yes. Bianca's busy with a movie at the moment. She shot in November.
Yes.
And then COVID came.
Yes.
Like she said, she had COVID twice, right? But she's here, healthy.
Yeah.
And she's looking good. And she did that. She's busy shooting that film. It's
Yes.
going to come out by a local guy.
Yes.
We just want to put his name out there.
Oh,
Valente
man.
Bosch.
Valente Bosch,
Yes.
who is one of our colored
One
guys,
of our own guys.
our
Yes.
favorite and incredible director, right out of Rivali, so
Rivali.
just around the corner.
Yes.
And Mr. Valente Bosch is a very experienced playwright. He's a very experienced director. He's made so many commercials, but he's also done a lot of films. He's done Fatherhood with Zayn Mias.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
Yes.
And I'm very excited to be working with him. I'm not going to give too much away.
Don't give it away.
I'm
Don't
not
give it away.
allowed
Yeah, don't give it
contractually.
away. Yeah.
But yes, I'm busy with the film. And I'm also busy developing DWB Productions, which is my company. We do music videos, and we can do them for cheap. We
Hey.
do online content.
So
for
who's
big companies,
working with
small
you?
Companies. I have Miss
Your
Lois
husband?
Duplessis.
And Miss Lois Duplessis.
One of my best friends was Lois Duplessis, who spent 12 years working in the States with Israel Houghton
Yes.
and New Breed. Lois, who must also be a guest here,
Yes. Most
Um,
definitely.
is an incredible human being. She's not only just a singer, she's a social media expert. She is
An actress also. Yes.
an incredible actress, an incredible producer and director. She writes, and one of her initiatives that she started last year was Fill Up.
Yes.
And I was looking at your cup, the Fill Station.
Yeah.
She's
Filling
got an
station.
organization called Fill Up, and it's all about creatives coming together and praising and worshiping, and just coming and
Beautiful.
surrendering to God. And we got to shoot that last year, and it was so much fun. And I got so into it. I was like, I miss praising and worshiping. I'm tired of shaking the boobs and the bums now. I just want to lay my hands and put my hands into the
man.
air and praise God for where
That's
He's brought
beautiful.
me today. And
That's beautiful.
yeah, I know our time is probably up.
Yeah. Also, a lot of what you're doing, a lot of who you are, is we have a big contribution comes from your incredible mother, Mrs. Le Grange. Shout out to Mrs. Le Grange, Auntie B. Auntie B, you incredible. You've influenced and impacted our neighborhoods and communities so greatly, and we really appreciate you and thank you so much. We appreciate everything that you've
You're
done
gonna
and
make me
bringing up such a
cry.
great daughter like Bianca. Thank you,
Make me
man.
cry.
Yeah.
Just to put in context, my mother,
Yeah.
I called her this morning. I have to wear a dress. I'm going to a gig after this.
Yeah.
The zipper broke of my dress that they want me to wear for the show. And I had to call my mom at 5 this morning and go, Mom, the zip is broken. My mom's a bit of a seamstress.
Yeah.
So she literally, I had to organize for my sister to pick up the dress, and they're going to
Yeah.
meet. She's going to fix the dress after this. I get to go pick it up, and I'm going to take no months to the gig. So thank you, Mom, for that. Mothers are the stones, the
pillars.
foundations, the pillars of our community, our mothers.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I wanted to implore men when we did Epimax campaign. Woo, done.
Yeah.
Last year, we didn't focus on women. We focused on men. And the campaign was on how men treat or teach their daughters and their sons how they must treat women or how to be treated. And because there's so much of it being highlighted about men are abusers, men are bad, men are horrible, all these things, chauvinists and all these words that they use. And we decided that we need to put out the message of there's great men out there.
Yes, there are.
There's
Facts.
men of God out
Let's
there.
go. True.
There's fathers who are incredible.
preach it.
Yes.
And I want to push that out to you guys. The more you encourage young men and older men and opas to see the value of who they are in our community, that is so important.
Exactly.
How you are treated is really up to you.
Yeah.
It's really up to you. There's a saying, your attitude towards life will determine life's attitude towards you. I believe in that motto 100%, because what you put out is what you're going to get. And it's the same thing with men. and women. Our women also put down the men all the time. Ja, die maintenance patali, allerlei goede. But we in the dawn of a new era.
Dawn of a new era.
You can choose
Dawn of a new era.
which side of the tunnel you'd like to be.
Thank you for that encouragement, Bianca. Listen, she has to run to another gig. Where you gigging? In Sandton? Randburg?
I'm going to Randburg.
Randburg.
It's an
Okay.
online situation for a company.
Okay.
For little money, but I need the money. And
Has things been opening up though? More opportunities?
things were opening up quite a bit in November during level 2.
Yes, but now we're back
And
with
now we're
new
back.
restrictions.
And now we're back. So we have to find new ways and
Yeah.
innovating
Yeah.
ways to be creative.
Yeah.
There is money in the world.
Facts.
What we need to do is find solution.
We have to.
We need to be the solution.
Look, things are never going to be the same again.
Never.
It's changed, right?
Can you imagine?
So, yeah.
When will we ever get to go to a stadium and see a huge artist perform again?
I don't know. I really don't know. I hope that comes back. But for now, let us be innovative.
Exactly.
Let us do what we are doing. Musicians, those that are going through, artists, everybody in the entertainment industry, don't give up hope.
Yes.
There's hope
Come
out
on.
there. You got to keep on
Yes.
pushing.
Yes.
Now's a
Support
good
each
time.
other.
Yeah, support
Yeah.
each other.
Support
And
each
now's the
other.
time to develop your craft.
Yes.
What you
Please
didn't
reach
know
out.
before. Yes.
I'm on social media. I was hacked this week, but I'm getting it back. And maybe I'll just start a new one. Contact me. Bianca Le Grange, BiancaLegrange. Email me, onlybianca@gmail.com. I'm always willing to help people. I kan nie vir jou geld
Good.
gee nie, but I can assist you in
Yes,
your ideas.
Yes.
And I can push you. I can show you which direction you need to be in. Thank you so much for this opportunity, guys.
Thank you so much, B.
Love
we really
ya,
appreciate it. really appreciate it. Jay, last words from you.
I just want to ask something quick on a lighter
for
note.
it.
I'm just
Okay,
sidetracking
cool,
a bit.
cool.
And it's about hubby that's on Getroud met rugby, right? So he's actually married to Candice.
Yes.
On the show.
Yes, he is.
I want to know, how does the whole kissing scene work out? Does he speak to you
No,
prior to the show? Do you
No.
have beef with it, or does money talk?
I have no beef with it.
She's an entertainer.
It's not about money. I'm an actress, so I understand.
Yes.
He needs to understand. Because I think most women don't actually have those kind of... Maybe they do, but for me, he's an actor. I know
Yeah.
that's his job. He's going in there.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, she's a beautiful actress. I absolutely love her, Claudia. I think her name's
Claudia Jones,
Claudia
yes.
Jones.
Yeah.
And I think she's a wonderful person, but she's not Bianca Le Grange. My
Yeah.
husband
Come on.
comes home to Bianca Le Grange
yeah,
every
yeah.
day.
Sheesh!
I don't have to look at Claudia's life and her achievements. I got my own path, my own achievements. If my husband isn't seeing who I am, how I am, what I am, then he doesn't deserve me. Then he must be.
Sheesh.
That's
well,
how it is.
I pray
Spoken.
tenacity, favor, grace, and all the good things upon your 2021. May you be richly blessed and go from strength to strength, victory to victory, and glory to glory.
I
Great, great,
receive it
great.
humbly. Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We're back next week on In Your Fields with the Unk. And we have this beautiful lady with us today, Bianca Le Grange. We wish her all the best and may God's blessings continually
Yes, sir.
be upon her life.
I pray God's favor over you guys, over
Yes.
your project, over your podcast, over everything that you guys touch, see,
Thanks,
taste,
Thank you. We receive.
and do. I just want to tell the guys out there, tell us by professional. By professional. I love it. I love it. Colored people doing the things.
Good. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to the guys behind the camera, Clates, the producers over there, Leandra.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. The guys on the mixers, Xavier and
Thanks,
Jesse.
Jess.
Thank you, guys. See you again and keep well, keep safe, and see you next week.